Paolo Lumanlan, and to the other panelists. We are the Group 3, and today we will be discussing the study that we did, which entitled Validation of the Structured Grade 6 English Module. I am Miss Alexia Escaliwa, and here are my groupmates. Miss Cinderella T. Ancio, Miss Anjali Escaliwa, Miss Akim P. Hasmin, and Miss Leila Rose M. Puno. Without further ado, let's get started. The COVID-19 pandemic has spread throughout the world. That's why schools have discontinued face-to-face classes. But according to Briones, education must continue even in times of crisis, whether it is a calamity, disaster, emergency, quarantine, or war. The DepEd uses modular distance learning to ensure the learning continuity while following health protocols. Education is very essential in our life, thus, learning English subject is relevant in man's daily living. It can broaden student minds, develop communication skills, and improve the quality of life by providing job opportunities in the future. There are many students who are struggling in understanding the English subject, and others are not concerned about the importance of learning it. In line with this, teachers should prepare modules intelligently so that students will understand the lessons and they will also enjoy answering and reading their modules. The researchers are conducting this study to validate a structured grade 6 English module and to prove that the created learning module in English will be very helpful in teaching and learning process. This study aimed to validate a structured English module for grade 6 students to create a more effective module that can be used to achieve better learning outcomes, particularly in English subject.
According to Alferez 2022, some learners have difficulty answering modules, and their family members are unsure of how to guide and teach their children. To overcome these challenges, he added that modules should be properly designed and developed so that students can learn effectively even in distance learning. Moreover, according to Deng 2008 and Ganeron 2015, modules are effective for improving the quality of instruction if they are designed and developed consistently, and if the entire module's component match with one another. This can affect students' overall comprehension of the concept being taught. On the other hand, according to Superman 2012, in creating a self-learning module, a teacher needs to consider the principles of a good modules. According to him, the modules must have a clear and specific objectives, must be user-friendly, can tailor the needs of the learners. The activity should be designed according to the abilities and interests of the learners, and it should be flexible. Input. The researchers referred to and checked the MELCs prescribed by the Department of Education for grade 6 students. The researchers also examined English books and looked for credible sources on the internet that can serve as references in structuring the module. Process. The researchers structured the module. Then the researchers solicited comments and suggestions of the research advisor on the first draft of the English module and revised the said module based on the comments and suggestions of the research advisor, who is required to read the module. Afterward, the revised English module was evaluated by the grade 6 English teacher around San Luis and Santa Ana, Pampanga. They examined the module based on 6 indicators which include relevance, clarity, appropriateness, organization, usefulness, structural design. The researchers finalized the module based on the evaluation made by the selected faculty members. Output. The output of this research is the validated grade 6 English module. This research aimed to answer the following questions. 1. What is the demographic profile of the respondents in terms of name, school, present position, highest educational attainment, years in service? 2. How may the structured module be validated in terms of relevance, clarity, appropriateness, organizations, usefulness, and structural design. 3. What are the strengths of the structured module? 4. What are the weaknesses of the structured module? 5. Based on the findings of the study, how is the structured module be validated?
The research involved quantitative design. Specifically, non-experimental was used by the researchers and implored the use of the two quantitative types, descriptive and survey design. First, the researchers used a descriptive method to describe the demographic profile of the respondents. And second, survey design gained a greater understanding of the perspective of the respondents regarding the use of the structured Grade 6 English module which was developed by the researchers for validation. The sampling technique that the researchers use is purposive sampling. This technique uses a non-probability sample that is chosen based on a population's characteristics and the goal of the study. The respondents of the study were the grade 6 English teachers around San Luis and Santa Ana, Pampanga, who are using learning modules in their field of work.
The main instruments that were used in this study are the following. The first one is the structured grade 6 English module. The second one is the questionnaires that is divided into 3 parts. The first part will be the respondent's profile. The second part includes the criteria for evaluating the structured module, and the third part consists of 3 questions. The following certain procedures were conducted to gather data. First, the researchers checked the MELCs, examined the English books, and looked for credible sources on the internet. Second, the researchers undergo the validation of the questionnaire. The prepared questionnaire was validated by the 3 teachers. Third, the researchers asked permission from the school principal of the selected school around San Luis, Santa Ana, Pampanga to conduct the survey. And lastly, the questionnaires, the module were assessed online by sending the link of the Google form and the soft copy of the module on email.
The researchers organized the gathered data using a Microsoft Excel. Descriptive statistical tool was used to analyze the data. These were the following. First is the frequency. It was used to summarize the data in the first part of the questionnaire. Second is the percentage. The researchers used this tool to convert the respondents' answer in the first part of the questionnaire in percent. This is the formula for percentage. Next is the weighted mean. It was used to calculate the average of the participants' responses in the second part of the questionnaire, which includes the criteria for evaluating the structured module. This is the formula for weighted mean. To measure the validity of the structured module, the researchers used 5-point Likert scale. Then, the researchers summarized the comments and suggestions of the grade 6 English teachers regarding the structured module. Now, let's proceed to the result and discussion. Table 1 presents the school where the respondents are affiliated. It can be seen in the said table that 5 teacher respondents came from the elementary school around San Luis and the other 5 came from Santa Ana, Pampanga. 8 schools have only 1 grade 6 English teacher, except Fulgencio Matias Elementary School that has 2. Overall, there are 10 teacher respondents who joined the study. Table 2 shows the present position of the respondents. As seen in this table, majority of the teacher respondents are teacher 3 followed by those teacher 1, teacher 2, and master teacher 1. Table 3 presents the highest educational attainment of the teacher respondents. It can be seen in this table that majority of the respondents attain bachelor's degree, followed by master's degree. Table 4 shows the respondents' numbers of years in service. As seen in this table, majority of the respondents are already in service for 0 to 5 years, followed by 6 to 10, 11 to 15, 16 to 20, and 30 years and above. Table 5 describes the ratings of the respondents on the relevance of the module. As seen in this table, teacher respondents scored 4.78% or strongly agreed in this dimension being evaluated. Overall, the findings implied that the structured module is relevant on which it may benefit both teachers and students. Table 6 shows the ratings of the respondents on the clarity of the module. It can be seen in this table that the respondents scored 4.58% or strongly agree in this dimension being evaluated. In general, the result shows that the structured module has clarity, which may help the learners understand the content. Table 7 describes the ratings of the respondents on the appropriateness of the module. As seen in this table, the respondents scored 4.62% or strongly agree in this dimension being evaluated. In general, the findings apply that the structured module is appropriate in terms of the ability level of the students, curriculum, content, as well as the parts. Table 8 shows the ratings of the respondents on the organization of the module. It can be seen in this table that the respondents scored 4.68% or strongly agree in this dimension being evaluated. In general, the results suggest that the structured module is properly organized. Table 9 describes the ratings of the respondents on the usefulness of the module. As seen in this table, respondents scored 4.66% in this dimension being evaluated. Generally, the findings suggest that the structured module is useful to students. Table 10 shows the ratings of the respondents on the structural design of the module. It can be seen in this table that the respondents scored 4.74% or strongly agree in this dimension being evaluated. Overall, the results suggested that the module has good structural design which may easily capture the interest of the pupils and motivate learners to read and answer the module.
According to the findings, all the respondents strongly agreed that the researchers met the criteria for validation in the grade 6 English module in terms of relevance, clarity, appropriateness, organization, usefulness, and structural design in the dimension of structured module. As a result of the findings of the study, future researchers may now use the structured grade 6 English module that was validated to test its effectiveness of the grade 6 students if the module can achieve better learning outcomes.
1. Attending seminars and training should be done to increase the knowledge and skills in creating an effective self-learning module. 2. Future researchers are strongly advised to carefully plan and organize all the information that will be included in the self-learning module. 3. In structuring a self-learning module, particularly in English, future researchers must be careful in terms of grammar. 4. In creating a module, be careful in constructing direction. Make it precise and straight to the point. 5. The researchers recommended using scoring rubrics in assessing writing skills. 6. It is strongly recommended to put motivational phrases like keep going or you can do it. 7. The researchers recommend providing more examples for lessons that are difficult. 8. Key correction in module must be reflected after each lesson. 9. Future researchers may consult to English teacher to learn more about the techniques and strategies on how to create engaging activities in the learning module.
These are the limitations and directions for future research. The first one is time constraint. The researchers just have limited time in writing the module and data collection. Therefore, the length of time required to construct a module should be considered by future researchers. Second, limited number of respondents who validated the structured module. Future researchers should include more people in the study to make it more comprehensive. Third, lack extensive expertise in developing a module. Future researchers may attend seminars, trainings, webinars. Fourth, the study use non-experimental design since the researchers only have limited time in gathering data. Therefore, future researchers may measure the effectiveness of the structured module in English by conducting an intervention such as pretest and post-test.